Create purchase order manually for down payment. Uh, First step, log on to the SAP Fiori Launchpad as a purchaser. Um, Step 2, open Create Purchase Order Advanced. Step 2, enter MA21N. Create Purchase Order Advanced. The Create Purchase Order screen is displayed. Enter all the necessary data: order type and B, your supplier. In header section on the Organizational Data tab, make the following entries: purchasing organization, purchasing group, company code. So let's start together. Uh, Become closed. So if you want to display the information out, for example, NB is very simple for that. Menu, setting, and then click on the different things. If you prefer to have icons, click on icons. Then enable AES for intelligence, Joule assist screen summarization. Yeah. Show drop down list with key. Yes. And sort drop down list for by the key. Yes. Then I save. Then NB. Yes. Supplier. I click on enter, so I display that it's domestic French supplier. Then the information about the purchasing organization, the purchasing group, and the company code. I can define it by default. It's very simple for that. I just have to click on personal settings. And then I go to default value. And in default value, I select, for example, KPC, purchasing group 002, and company code. It's always at KPC1. And then I save. So personal settings, I prefer to display always display key, and I save. Then I complete, because if I recall this, automatically the fields will be automatically populated field. So KPC1, I can use also the purchasing group KPC and the company code KPC1. So in the item section, material, plant, storage location, T-whole quantity, and net price. So I click on the icon expand items. Then I put the information into material, then the quantity, and also if I want all the times to have the information about the plant KP01, I click on again personal setting, default value, and I click on purchase order item, and then in the plant, for example, KP01, always propose, I say. I enter the information. I select also the storage location. So I enter the material, tier quantity. If you don't have any price, that means no purchasing info record has been created. So for that, I can put a price, for example, 80.2, and I tick automatically info update. In this case, SAP will generate automatically a new purchase info record. I avoid to execute the application manage purchase info record or MA11. Depends tricks. Okay. Material okay, plant okay, storage location, PO quantity, net price. So go to invoice tab and enter tax code invoice. Okay, I enter the tax code. We are in France. So in France, we had the VAT 20%. So input VAT 20%. Okay, then DP category for down payment category. We select mandatory down payment. So mandatory down payment, and then ERS. So it's not selected, so it's good. Invoice receipt, good receipt based invoice verification, tax date, everything is good. And then the down payment will be 10%. And for the date, the last day of the month, the last day of the month. So the last day of the month, okay. So I defined all the required information. I don't have any error message. You display this information in the column statute. So again, tax date, DP category, a down payment, a down payment date, and then choose save. Okay. Standard PO created, enter the number 450000570. The purchase order number is displayed. Write it down for further use, but is not necessary to retrieve easily your purchase order. You just have to call the application manage purchase order or monitor purchase order item. So manage purchase order, and then again you have two main application, monitor and manage. So if I want to display, for example, for per date today, I click on go. I will display all the purchase order that's created today. I see also that I've got some draft, and but I display the last one is a domestic that I created, and you identify the difference between this one and this one by the E information, and the information that it means that the down payment is not a features of the application managed purchase order. That means automatically you need to use a web key application. That's why we cannot use the application directly by create like this, because down payment is not available. You need to create the purchase order with the application, create purchase order advanced. So thank you so much.